So this video is kind of like an update to this video here that I will put on the screen, and basically it's just an update as far as like what's going on, with my job and stuff like that. Basically it was about my job situation now and how how I was presented with an opportunity to apply for a position that's kind of like an extension of what I do now, but it would have, of course, come with more perks than I have right now. So, and then I went through like a whole bunch of like questioning like whether I should do it or whether I should apply or not, and like a whole other deal. And I had some problems with updating my resume and getting it onto the platform and stuff like that. So for this video, I just basically wanted to say like what happened. When I ended the last video, I basically said that, whatever God wanted from me, if he wanted me to have the position, then I would have the position. If he doesn't want me to have the position, then I won't have the position. So, drum roll please. No, I'm kidding. So basically, I did not get the position. So I don't feel sad. There was a little tinge like when I got the news that they had given it to another person in the same department as me. There was a little tinge of like, oh, I could have had those perks and stuff like that. But I think about if I would have been happy in the position, and I think part of it was me trying to convince myself that I would be happy in the position, or I would be able to become happy because I would have these perks that would make me feel happy, doing the work. And there was a little feeling of when they were telling me what the position kind of entailed, the day-to-day, and I was kind of like, I kind of felt like, is this something that I could do every single day for 8 hours a day, non-stop? There was a little question there, but I was just like, I went in with like, you know what? Well, if I'm supposed to do it, then I'm supposed to do it. If I get it, then there's a reason why I should, that I would get it, and I would have to figure out like what is that reasoning. So I say all that to say there was a little bit of, and it lasted really quick. It was really short. I think it was just the initial reaction. Whenever you are turned down from something, I think whether you've come to the conclusion that, God is gonna make a way regardless or not, I think there is a tinge of like, it's almost like competition. It's like, dang, like, I lost or whatever. I think that there was a bit of relief that went along with it, like right after that initial deflating of the balloon. Like then it's just like there was a little bit of relief, because like I said, I did question like, is this something I really want to do for 8 hours out of the day? For me, it was okay that it didn't happen. I think what it made me realize, because of some of the things that they had mentioned to me that was the reasoning for them picking this other person, and I think they had quite a few people apply for the position or whatever. But I think the one thing that stuck out to me was, or for me to do, is okay, I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job at stewarding the job that I have. And the reason why I thought that was because I think I've been a little complacent, or I think it's like I'm not doing as much as I could do or should do with this position that God had given me to begin with. The initial happiness about this current position settled in, and I settled in the position, and I kind of got like I didn't have to do anything else because God got me this position. And I think that that's kind of taking for granted that he did help me do this and help me get promoted and all that stuff. But then it's like I put it in cruise control when I think that he requires work from me too. He requires work from me. So I think that that's part of the thing that happened. Is like I got a little too comfortable. Like for me, on thinking of what I learned from the rejection, I think I got a little too comfortable with my position now. And I need to really start putting in the effort that I put into it when I first got the position, when I first got this promotion. So that is one part that I think I learned from this whole experience. The other thing that I think I have accepted is I think that God has something else he wants to steer me towards. I don't know what exactly. I mentioned in the last video that I believe I mentioned in the last video that I had my eye on another position that isn't even open yet, and I was like trying to jump over this position that was open to get to the other one, and I thought that I was, going out of order. So I'm not sure if that or something else would be available or made available that I'm supposed to be stepping into or not, or maybe something totally different. But I do believe that there is something else he has for me. This could probably give some encouragement to you that if a door closes, just to know that it's okay, because I'm not seeing everything, and that God is most likely, I won't even say probably, he's most likely preparing me for something else a little bit further down the road. And also it could be something like probably something that he didn't want me to be a part of. Maybe he was protecting me from something. There's always those types of like things that could be in play as well. Either he's protecting you for something, or he has a different path for you. And I think that it could be either or, but I'm hoping that that it was like that he's steering me towards something else. So anyway, I'm gonna stay encouraged. I'm encouraged that this closed door is going to lead to, that will open another door at another point. So that's all I came in to say. I just wanted to give this update because I didn't want to just leave it where I had the interview and then I never talk about it again. So I did want to bring that up. Let me know in the comments if you have ever had a door close that you thought was the next step that you needed to take, and it turned out that God was leading you in a different direction. I would love to read some of those stories. So go ahead and put that in the comments so that I can take a look at them and read them. So anyway, that is all for today, and I will see you in the next one.